I bet you're someone who wants to know what in the world does 2025 have in store for us. I, for one, am super curious, and if you're like me, you're in good hands because I love studying themes. I'm known for keeping an eye out for patterns that you might not normally see, and I'm here to point them out. By the way, hi, I'm Sarah, and if you are new to my channel, I am best known for this, for themes. When I look at calendar dates, I'm inspired with ideas for outfits, dances, and picture poses. I find themes to be fascinating because they give me a sense of clarity and organization. Do you also feel like we're living in the age of information overload? The one way to cut through the clutter is by bundling that information into something simplified. Last year, I made a YouTube video for themes in 2024. I learned so much from that I can organize those key learnings into 4 accomplishments. Starting with 1, visualizing. I can visualize what's to come. 2 is focus. My focus has improved. That way I know what's coming so I can stay focused on what's relevant instead of getting distracted by something random. 3 is better intuition. With that, I can identify momentum so I can piggyback off of energy that is already in flow. And 4 is my personal favorite. It is an increased level of happiness. By that, I have created a timeline and I know what to look forward to throughout the year. For instance, I'm really looking forward to June this year. Stick around and you'll find out why. With that said, I'm using 2024 as a guideline to help us map out what to be excited about for 2025. By the way, can you tell by this background? Yes, I made these snakes out of scrap paper. Kicking it off with the Lunar New Year. This year is the year of the snake, and I totally hissed for theming purposes. Year of the Snake is known for transformation, renewal, and wisdom. Come to think of it, that reminds me a lot of Slytherin, so Slytherin, I'm naming you Mascot of the Year. May it be a spellbinding year. By the way, this poison apple snake one is brought to us by Marie. If you like her prop work, I'm including her information below. If you've ever interacted with me, you know that I'm a fan of puns. I probably have used them in our conversations at some point. One of my goals is being better at using efficiency tools like ChatGPT. I threw in the question of which puns can I use that are relevant to Year of the Snake, and here are my favorite ones. This year will be hysterical. Don't be rattled by the year and scale to new heights. My favorite pun that I made up that ChatGPT didn't include is instead of saying, let's sneak out of here, I'm gonna say, let's snake out of here. And with that said, let's slither on over to our next theme. The next theme is Color of the Year, and Pantone announced it as Mocha Mousse. Wow, it's really hard not to say Mickey Mouse. I'm a bright colored neon kind of girl, so Pantone, you threw me a curveball.
Last year I had so much fun with Peach Fuzz as color of the year. I strolled around Main Street in this peach outfit and went all out for Princess Peach Bound.
Now I did come up with an idea for this year's color. I think it connects really great to beverages.
If you're focused on coffee, cake, or boba shops, I suggest to really embrace this color.
Side note, if Pantone would have asked me, Sarah, what do you suggest for color of the year for 2025? I would have said green. Between Year of the Snake and Wicked's marketing campaign still going strong, green is going to be your lucky color. So hang on to your witch hats, and Pantone, you can always ask me again next year. As for sports, we really had a treat with the 2024 Paris Olympics, and I had the best time playing with that theme at Epcot. We don't have an Olympic Games this year or a World Cup, but Milan and LA, I'm looking forward to you in the future. I'm actually okay with 2025 being a chill year. Yes, we don't have the Olympics, but we also don't have leap year or election year. We had all of this in 2024, and I'm okay with taking a breather. I'm actually gonna throw in a Sarah-ism for a sport move idea. With this momentum of Year of the Snake, I'm gonna say that there's gonna be a popular cobra snake pose in yoga that we're gonna see a lot. Come on, let's do it together. That was such a fun connection. I'm enjoying this creativity roll, so let's keep rolling with it. Popular language for 2025, I'm going to throw out parcel tongue so we can impress our friends. Best dance move for 2025, I'm going to go with the body roll slithering action. For popular resorts day, I'm going to say Port Orleans French Quarter, because how fun would it be to slither down that sea serpent slide. Next theme is the Met Gala. Now, the Met Gala caught my eye as a theme to put on my yearly bingo card because last year's theme couldn't be more perfect. That theme was Sleeping Beauty, reawakening fashion, which I could easily relate to the Festival of Arts since they just opened a new photo op featuring Sleeping Beauty celebrating her 65th birthday. Let's see what the theme is for this year's Met Gala. Drum roll, please. It is super fun, tailoring Black style based on the style of Black men throughout history. Because my specialty is Disney bounding, my mind immediately connects that to Joe Gardner from Soul. I happen to have some friends that already have some stylish inspiration. The next step is identifying the date, so drum roll please. That's interesting. May 5th, let's analyze. At first, this does present itself as a challenge. May 5th is also known as Cinco de Mayo, and when there's so many conflicting themes, instead of feeling overwhelmed, I've learned how to solve that, and the solution is to make a hybrid. Met Gala also falls on Star Wars Week because of May the 4th, so if you look at it from a Star Wars perspective, it's also considered May the 5th because of Revenge of the Sith. For this year's Met Gala, my intuition is telling me, based on the theme and the date, the best style inspiration is going to be Darth Vader. And if no one does this look, then Met Gala, give me a call because I would love to come as a stylish Darth Vader. On to music. If 2023 was Year of the Rabbit and it belonged to Bad Bunny, then I think 2025 sets up Shakira for success. She does have those snaky moves from Hips Don't Lie, and the image that immediately comes to mind is her past album cover for Oral Fixation. I'm gonna fast forward to October so we can talk about Halloween costumes. I'm seeing creative light bulbs flash here. I'm thinking the most solid choice is of course Slytherin, but I'm also throwing Medusa into the mix. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more toga themed parties because of this. What about pop princess Britney Spears with her VMA Slay For You Snake performance? Essentially, if you've ever wanted to dress up like Medusa or Britney Spears VMA for Halloween, then this is your year. Let's slither on into movies. Let's talk about Hollywood Week. I think we're all obsessed with Hollywood Week. In 2023, we had Barbieheimer, and in 2024, we had Hollywood Month with Wicked and Moana, which I call Woana. I feel like June is Hollywood Week Marathon Month. I find it interesting how Elio and How to Train Your Dragon are both scheduled for June 13th. I'm calling this week How to Train Your Elio. I also find it interesting how this is the only Friday the 13th in 2025, so I'm marking this day as eventful. How about Megan 2.0 and Squid Game Season 3, both scheduled on the same day of June 27th? I'm calling this week the Megan Games. As for architectural marketing, I'm already so excited for Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't even know if this is intentional, but the premiere date is December 5th of 2025. So that's December 5th for Five Nights at Freddy's, and then the December is for the sequel, or is it December? Either way, it's marketing genius and I'm a fan. I also just saw that we're getting Anaconda at the end of the year, which is a perfect way to round out the Year of the Snake, and I don't even know if that was intentional. Alright friends, we have made some great connections for 2025 with themes like movies, color of the year, and Met Gala, but this next one is my specialty. For Disney Bound of the Year last year, it was clearly Tiana. We saw Leap Year. She was featured in the Wine and Dine 10K. She also celebrated her 15th anniversary, and we saw the opening of her attraction. This year, I'm thinking it's going to be all about Snow White because of her live action movie coming out in March. I have been milking Snow White content since last year, and I'm going to find any opportunity to continue doing that for this year, even for MegaCon. Did you know you also have the opportunity to Disney Bound as Snow White for the March Disney Bound Challenge. The date for that prompt is March 3rd. Speaking of the March Disney Bound Challenge, another prompt that stuck out to me is the Royal Treatment, which is scheduled for March 8th, and this is a great transition for me to talk about which royal princesses have upcoming birthdays this year. Let's give a shout out to Cinderella, who is celebrating a milestone birthday of 75 years on February 15th. Give her a round of applause with me. And then there's Rapunzel, the last princess, who is celebrating a 15th anniversary, and this happens on November 24th. In recap, the standout themes for me are Year of the Snake and Snow White. So combining that together, I'm calling this Garden of Eden, the year of the forbidden fruit. This is exactly how the year has started for me. I don't know about you, but it's been unpredictable, and all I can say is just be ready for anything. Speaking of surprises, I cannot believe that I found a generator for a bingo card. I've always loved the phrase, "Oh, that's not in my bingo card." So you can have fun with this one and look for themes like Medusa, Met Gala, or Mocha Mousse. Well, it's a lot of M's. If you've enjoyed this video, I recommend you watching the YouTube video that I made for 2024. I think you're gonna love it because it is the first talking head style video I've ever made. It's out of focus. I filmed it in a hotel room. I didn't have a microphone so you can hear the chatter from outside, but it is a great way to show my progress from that video to my 10th video that you are watching today. And with that said, if you are ever looking for a creative theme, I am just one video away. And with that, happy 2025.